The Triple M Grill Team.
Turn Gus, MG and Matty on 6 till 9 weekdays.
Jacko, welcome back to Australia and welcome onto the Grill Team, champ.
It's good to be back. How are you, boys? All good?
Hello,
Great, mate.
We're very good. You must be very happy with the movie, mate. Sometimes you do movies and then you leave it up to other people to put it together. You see it. When you saw it, what did you think?
I actually thought it was probably, having been in 7 of these things now, I thought, this is probably the best of the lot. It's right up there for me. I kind of loved it, and when I got your email, Gussie, I was kind of shocked because I'm used to you saying, man, good effort, but try better luck next time.
Yeah,
so
really?
it was great, mate, getting that email.
Thank you, mate.
Gus, can I ask you, what's the best movie, that, apart from this one, that Jacko's ever been in your opinion?
I think Erskineville Kings was probably the strongest performance. It was a movie he did for a mate of his out of Whopper, and it was absolutely superb. His performance was
How about
top
Prisoners?
notch.
Remember Prisoners?
Prisoners
was terrific.
Prisoners was good. He's been poor in a few too.
Stop it. Come on, mate. Jacko, do you concur with that, Erskineville
Here we go.
Kings?
Yeah, no, I actually am really proud of that one. And actually, Deb agrees with you, by the way, Gussie. 2 Sedgies, you're always right.
That's
but
it.
she's always like, I think one of your best things was that. Not me and Man from Snowy River, mate. That very key 5-episode arc that I did.
No, mate. Very ordinary, I thought.
Yeah, no, fair play. Good call. Very ordinary. Thank God that was before YouTube.
Hey, Jacko, where are you at with your career, mate? I mean, you must be very, very content man at the moment. You brought out a movie that's going to be another huge success. I mean, is it nice to be in your position? Have you still got the fire in the belly?
Mate, I really do. It's a good question, mate. I actually have never been asked that question. I'm probably enjoying doing what I do more than ever. I think it took me a little while, and I've told Gussie this. I always felt comfortable on a stage. That's sort of where I came from, and it took me a little while to get that same feeling, on the film stage, so to speak. And I just really love it. And the kind of stuff that I'm doing is different from, whether it's Wolverine to Les Mis or Prisoners. So I kind of, I don't know, mate. I just feel really sort of lucky, and it's a good time at the moment. So, I know that'll change, but right now it's all good.
Jacko, in this latest X-Men movie, Days of Future Past, in one of the opening scenes, we see something that we've never seen of yours before, and that's
we haven't seen it.
Well, Gussie's seen plenty of it, but I must confess, we got a little bit excited in the cinema when we saw your ass.
I love the way you say ass. Yes, we saw it. A lot of people said, was that a stunt double? I'm like, you kidding me? I spent 18 months getting ready for that shot. That is my ass, mate.
Well, you were. A
few extra lunges that morning, a little bit of
nice.
body tan. They wanted to wax. I said no. That's where I drew the line.
I'm just really glad you didn't turn around and you didn't have to see your anteater.
Come on, mate. It was, funnily enough, okay, you'll get a laugh out of this. They had to put on, they came to me with this bright green sock to put over my wedding tackle. And I was like, guys, I'm not even facing that way. Don't worry about it. They said, no, but, if you bend over, this is PG-13. We can't be having that in the movie. It could not have been more ridiculous. I had green screen on my wedding tackle.
Well, Jacko, I certainly hope it was a football sock and not a tennis sock.
Well, I can't lie to you because, unfortunately, you got Gus there, and we did grow up together. But anyway, it was, let's say, what can I say? Fair, not an embarrassing size.
As
An
Gus
above
said,
average.
as Gus says, he says, look, any more than a mouthful's a waste.
Unbelievable.
Welcome to the Grill Team, Jacko. Jennifer Lawrence, mate, looking unbelievable as Mystique. What was she like to work with? And she is beautiful in real life. What a stunner.
She's so beautiful, man. Not only is she beautiful and unbelievably talented, she's a real prankster on set. She's got a bunch of brothers, so she totally mixes it with the boys. And I don't think there's anyone I know in Hollywood who is as authentic. Literally, you see it, whether she's getting an Oscar or whether she's on set, wherever she is. I mean, we went to a theme park with Oscar, my kids, Oscar and Ava, and she came with Nick Holt. And, there's no security, there's no nothing. She just gets around, and what you see is what you get, and that's pretty impressive. She's a young girl, and Time magazine put her on the front cover saying she's the most influential person in the world, like ahead of world leaders, you name it, and she just, I don't know, it's like water off a duck's back. She's just really impressive. You'd like her a lot. MG Matty, what's it like being with the fit, sleek Gus?
Mate, he's vanishing before our very eyes. I must confess, he's dropped 20 Ks, the big boy, and in all seriousness, he's no fun anymore. No, he's looking great,
That's
Jacko.
interesting. No, I'm so proud of you, Gus. You're doing great, man, and can't wait to be there with you as you run that marathon. I'm really proud of you, mate, honestly.
Thank you, Jacko.
I will say, Jacko, I reckon he's a better bloke when people have got the foot on top of him. When he just doesn't suit confidence.
Oh, mate, there's never been a more confident bloke than watching Gus bat in a cricket team. And when you're in the cricket team, so confident that when he was a little, he was packing a few extra kilos, he was like, nah, don't worry about the singles. I'll just hit boundaries. And he would still score more runs than anybody.
They called him
Twain Lovelock, yeah. Hey, Jacko, on a serious note, brother, you must be happy about adoption closer to being approved in Australia, mate, after the campaign you and Deborah Lee have undertaken.
Yeah, no, well, first of all, I've got to correct you there because this is all Deb. It really has been, literally has been all Deb. And sometimes people say, Hugh and Deborah Lee, and I just want to go, no. Don't give me any credit because Deb, for 6 years, and with your help, I have to say, guys, has been kind of shouting from the rooftops trying to get stuff done. And for about 5 years, there were a lot of brick walls out there. And all of a sudden, thanks to the Prime Minister, Tony Abbott, Deb's always said, I want a champion, in the government. And, wow, the top man stepped up, and now things are really happening. I mean this, mate. I'm not just saying this to make my wife happy. Of all the things that she and I have achieved, whatever, in public life, this is the greatest achievement of all. This is something that will change lives forever. Changing laws is, it's an unbelievable legacy. I'm so proud of it.
Mate, something that is so common sense, when it actually becomes policy, it just makes so much sense. You're right, Jacko, and we know how much you love Deborah Lee, and good on you for that champion. What about yourself? The skin cancer scare? You okay with all that sort of stuff? Can you tell our listeners you're 100% fit?
Yeah,
and healthy?
Yeah, mate. Thanks for asking. I totally fine. It's out. I had a basal cell carcinoma, which is, no one in history, from what I'm told, has actually died of that. It is a cancer. You've got to get it out. It will grow. But there's no treatment as such. Once you cut it out, everything's fine. And all on the mend now, mate. So it's all good. And as you know, I did have a little extra on the nose. So I've had 2 things cut out and, it's actually coming back.
You're a phenomenon, Jacko.
I haven't got the full CJ nose going.
Thank God for that. It's not red like your dad's either.
That's its moment.
Doesn't want to drink, old CJ. Give me the tip.
You're a phenomenon how fit you are for your age. 45, mate. How difficult is training, getting up in the morning, and knocking yourself into shape at 45 compared to when you're a younger bloke?
He's actually nearly 47.
Wow.
Johnsy, how old are you now, mate?
28. No, 42, Jacko.
Yeah, but it does get harder. And I actually spoke to The Rock, DJ, and I said, mate, I really want to get into better shape. I want to try and go to a place I haven't been before. And he says, here's the thing, bottom line, you need to eat 6,000 calories a day, but you've got to train twice a day. You've got to sleep, and you have to give yourself 6 months. And I'd never really had that long to really get into shape before, and he was absolutely right. It's the 6 months and the time. And because we did the Wolverine, then I went off and did Prisoners, came back and did this one. It was 2 years, and I got to tell you, man, the body was hurting. And that scene that you were talking about, MG, that was May 21 last year. I literally was peaking like it was a grand final. I want to be my best on the grand final day, and they came to me at about, sorry, this is a long story, but they came to me about a week before May 21. They said, Jacko, we're going to change the scene. We're not going to do the one where you're naked on that day, May 21. We're going to change it. I said, here's the deal. You can do whatever you want on May 21, but I'm going to be naked. So if you want that in the White House, if you want that on the X-Jet, no problem. But that is the day I am taking my clothes off and I'm going to be pumping up, and that's it. So they said, well, okay, let's shift it back.
That's great.
Hey, what's on the horizon for you, brother? What's the next movie for Hugh Jackman?
I'm growing a beard right now. I'm playing Blackbeard in this origin story of Peter Pan. It's called Pan. It's fantastic. I kind of play this charming, swashbuckling villain, and it's awesome. That's going to be great fun. A young Aussie Levi, actually, 11-year-old kid, is playing Peter Pan. Massive break for him. He's fantastic. And so I'm doing that. I'm hosting the Tony Awards in about a month.
Wow.
then I'm going back to Broadway doing a play.
We'll be over there.
When Gussie, you guys are all coming, right? Over to New York for the marathon?
We're there, brother.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'll be. I'm sorry to say it. You guys are going to get dragged to the theatre to see me
Can't wait.
in November.
Pagey, our skipper here, he went and saw you in the last time you were in New York.
Oh, the
didn't you,
one-man show was incredible, and thanks again for having us, Jacko. It was awesome.
My pleasure, Pagey. By the way, unlike you, I'm making these boys paid.
Jacko, as you know, we're in the business of blackmail here on the Grill Team, and one of our most favourite films of all time is, well, it probably is, isn't it, Pagey?
Yeah.
We just see The Human Centipede 1 and 2. Now, we hear it's going to be turned into a trilogy. Now, we know you've got 4 million followers on Twitter. We'll just, Gus, what we'd like you to do, Jacko, is maybe to tweet out on behalf of the Grill Team, so happy to announce I've accepted the role and the lead role in Human Centipede 3.
Now, Jacko, that's a very simple thing for you to do. It's just a simple line that goes out to 4 million followers, and your hashtag Grill Team. I'll actually send you exactly what you need to do. If you don't do that in the next hour, because we know you're busy with press and stuff today, if you don't do that in the next hour, I will start telling the story of you and Wendy at Balmoral Beach, and then there'll be another.
Okay, all right, fella. Let's not forget that story's as close as a career ender as I've done, mate. So, that's good. I'm being held to ransom.
That's why you just want to start tweeting then. Yes. That's all you have to do, brother.
Yeah, but don't forget, my man, you can't hold me to ransom without me literally ruining your career 10 times over with the stories I'm holding back, all right? Just remember that, pal.
Jacko, it's great to hear your voice, mate. We can't wait to see you in New York. We're going to be doing some wonderful shows out of there for you, big fella. And X-Men Days of Future Past in cinemas this Thursday. It is your absolutely best X-Men movie. And enjoy your time in Oz and your whole world tour.
Thanks, mate.
Love you, brother, and we'll speak to you soon.
Gussie, I love you too, Gussie. We've been friends since we were 5. I've come all the way from New York. I've come to Melbourne. Thanks for not even getting on a plane for an hour to come and see me. So I'll see you in New York, November, all right?
Love you,
all right,
buddy.
man. See you on. Bye, guys.
The Grill Team. Gus, MG, and Matty Johns. Triple M Breakfast.